Okay, so this woke leftist loving governmental agency, USAID, it's got a lot of adjectives. I just named a few. It continues to come under fire. We're now learning about vulnerabilities at the agency when it came to giving all of that aid to foreign countries. So, just the news, and our good friend John Solomon over there, noting that there was a memo detailing all the vulnerabilities at USAID when they gave out billions of tax dollars to countries and groups without fully vetting them for connection to, like, oh, I don't know, terrorism and fraud. Anyhow, for more, let's bring in GOP strategist and host of the 13-minute news hour, Bobby Eberle. Bobby, good to have you here on the show. Look, this is nothing new to conservatives. I mean, USAID has been in the crosshairs for a very long time, and now we have a president tasked with doing the dirty work that needs to get done.
Yeah, absolutely. And I love on your lead-in or the previous segment when you're talking about how USAID does do some good work. And this is why this freak out that they're having with DOGE is all they're doing is saying, hey, we're asking you about a program. Can you tell us what it does, what its purpose is, how does it serve the national interests and the policy interests of this administration? I mean, USAID falls under the executive. And so that means it is responsible to and accountable to the administration. And all of these departments, I appreciate career diplomats and career government civil servants, but if you're going to work in the executive, regardless of what your personal political leanings are, you need to do the job that the administration puts forward. The American people don't vote on you. They vote on a president, and that president staffs the executive departments, and you need to either get on board with that policy. Maybe you're grumpy for 4 years, or you go find another job for those 4 years. But you have to be responsible and accountable to the administration. And that's what Secretary of State Rubio was saying in recent comments, that they have totally gone off the rails and act as they have, that they're their own charity. And they're not. They are using taxpayer dollars, and for some very bad sources. $9 million reportedly went to Syria that ended up in the hands of terrorists. So if you don't have the proper accountability and vetting, you're not good stewards of our money.
Yeah, I mean, and money for transgender operas and all of that stuff, really. First of
Comic
all,
books.
not the biggest fan of opera. Then you throw transgender on it, I'm out. I'm
Right,
good.
I wouldn't even know what that would look like.
You know, and sadly, I don't want to know what that would look like, which is a separate issue. Could put me into therapy. Then again, I'm in therapy, but that's a separate issue. All right. Let me ask you this. There's a Democrat senator, Hawaii Senator Brian Schatz. He's holding up President Trump's State Department nominees until he restores USAID. In other words, until Trump restores, I should say, USAID. So how do you see this playing out? Once again, just another tactic by the left. They can gum up the works, but ultimately it's not going to matter. Those State Department nominees will get through.
Right. And you know, it's just like when Chuck Schumer came out on TV with the beer and the lime, and they're just failing miserably to try and shame this administration to doing what they want. But the thing is, we have a mandate. We saw what 4 years of wokeness and incompetence will do. And the American people said we are shifting the other way. Actually, it's a global shift. But they want these policies. They want government downsized, and they want it to be accountable. So the senator can put the pressure on, but ultimately, as long as the Trump administration through Elon or Trump himself or others, as Secretary of State Rubio, make the case that, hey, we are making this leaner and more accountable and being good stewards of your money, it is a winning message. Trump has the momentum for sure, and these people can complain and cry, but it's not going to do anything.
Not at all. Bobby Eberle, great to have you with us. And it's true. I mean, talk about the mandate. Bill Cassidy, who voted for RFK Jr. at the end of the day, he did that only because he knew that he would lose in his upcoming election for Senate, the next one, if he didn't vote. So it was the pressure for sure. All right. Thanks for being here. Appreciate it.
Thanks.
Great stuff.
Thanks a lot.
All right, friends, thanks again for tuning in. I really appreciate it. And before you go, please hit that subscribe button above. Once you do, tell your friends, share it, spread the word about the 13-minute news hour so we can keep growing. And for more great content, check out these videos right here, and I'll see you next time.